Yo, what's going on, guys? We're gonna be reacting to Japan's most unhinged scammer. Lost it all. She's a scammer, lost it all, apparently. Let's check it out. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and like if you like.
2年半ぐらいやってる
But
んですけど、2億以上。
23でさ、2億円やばくない？
how
で
much?
も、いや、もう残ってない。
やばくない？お
How much
金
was
をも
this?
らったのはいくらぐらいなの？
2
Let
年
me see so
半
far.
ぐらいやってるんですけど、2億以上。
23 でさ、
1.4
2億
million?
円やばくない？
でも、いや、もう残ってないんで。
なんで？
She
6など
lost
に
it.
使うからね。
やばすぎ。嘘ついてお金をもらってる時点で、お前やっぱ詐欺師と一緒じゃないやってること。
私は悪いってこと、
そうだよ。
I say I'm a bad person.
Imagine you're 18, with no skills, no education, stuck in a dead-end job, and someone told you that you needed to make $1 million in a year. Where would you get the money from? For Watanabe Mai, the answer was obvious. From men, of course.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. It's always these down bad men, bro. You men out there that are so down bad for anything, even for a fucking spit. Legit. There's people who are paying girls to spit on them. Legit. Like, what? What world
Mai
we live in,
developed
bro?
an
What a world we
incredibly
live in.
effective method for scamming money out of lonely men and released it as a guide to help other women get rich too.
I'll be honest,
Her
bro.
tactics
I'll be
spread like
honest. You do uses. I'll be honest. Like, get that fucking bag, because you're scamming these low-life motherfuckers, bro.
wildfire on social media, but then the cops got wind of it. Mai's magic
Oh, the
system is
cops.
genius, and I'm gonna go through all of it, but it is unethical and illegal. That's why I've rebranded it to the Scammer System. Pay attention so you don't become a victim, and obviously, do not use it.
Okay.
Alright, gang, listen up. The first thing you have to do is S, select your target. Not every guy is a good target, so if you don't choose the right ones, you're gonna waste a lot of time. Broke losers are out. You gotta find a guy who's good at making money, but bad at holding on to it.
That's exactly right.
The
Okay.
perfect mark is a guy who's lonely, isolated, and has no hobbies. A guy who has no meaning in life, who's not fulfilled. Ideally, he has nobody who relies on him and no interactions with women.
だけど、うちは生きる希
The
望がいっ
best
ぱ
targets are the
い。
one with no hope in life. Damn.
仕事して帰って寝て毎日帰って仕事して寝てなんで生きてる
She didn't even feel bad about this. Like, she's literally giggling over here, explaining how she scams.
んだろ
The reason Mai knows this is the best type of man to target is because she used to work in what the Japanese call the night industry, if you know what I'm saying. One evening, she desperately texted every guy on her contact list asking for money, and the only reply she got was from the loneliest, most unfulfilled guy she knew. When it comes to the kind of guy you should
Why do you
avoid,
need money?
Mai recommends staying away from playboys and F-boys, the kind of guys who are self-centered and only interested in a physical relationship. As I mentioned earlier, you want a guy who's unfulfilled and lonely, so you should avoid guys who have a fulfilling life.
趣味
Damn,
が
is this whole video
旅行行
tutorial?
くのが好きだったりバイクが好きだ
Avoid
ったり生活が充
guys
実
who
し
have
ている
fulfilling
人
lives.
友達が多かったり
Guys who have lots of
And you
friends.
gotta avoid guys who are full of themselves. Guys who flash money around may seem like ideal targets, but they're savvy and self-centered, making them difficult to manipulate.
What is
Now
this video? What the heck? What is this video?
Guys who flash money around may seem like ideal targets, but they're savvy and self-centered, making them difficult to manipulate. Now that you've selected your target, it's time to C, cultivate trust.
信頼関係構築知らない人とか最近知り合った人とかお金くれない人が言われたとしても渡そうと
思わないね、普通の人は。やばいやつから声かけられたってなるね。
If he doesn't trust you, why would he give you money? So, you gotta make him trust you. The best way to do that is to make him feel like you're his girlfriend. That means texting him all the time, every day when you wake up, throughout
You know
the
what's crazy? You can legit just make an AI, like legit use any free AI out there, and like legit Instagram just added a feature where you can create your own AI. So I can legit just create my own AI that's like a girlfriend type AI, and then have her text this dude. Like, I'll copy paste his message to her messages and copy paste her messages to him, and then blah blah, blah back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I can scam. You know how easy it is to scam motherfuckers on Snapchat? Literally on Snapchat. It's called like e-horns. Look it up.
day, before you go to sleep, you need to make him
That
feel
takes a
like he's
while, though.
special to you.
おじくんと話してると落ち着くな私男の人苦手なんだけど
I
お
don't
じく
like
んが
talking to guys,
話せ
but
るんだ俺
you're
って
different.
特別なんだって思わせるような
They gotta make him feel
騙
like
せる
he's
って言
special.
ってんじゃん。やっぱ騙そうとしてるんだ。うっそ。
The next thing you gotta do is learn everything about him. Stuff
No,
like,
that's too
what
much
time
work.
does he wake up? What does he do on his days off? What was his childhood like? If you skip this step and try to extract money without making him fully trust you, he'll get suspicious and you will fail. Mai gives examples of her favorite messages to use on
Or a YouTuber, so I do all those steps. How long am I getting paid? Like, when am I getting paid?
guys. Stuff like, messaging you first thing in the morning has become the highlight of my day, and it feels so nice to say goodnight to you.
So
Okay,
nice to
now
say
that you've gotten
goodnight
to
to you.
trust you, it's time for the fun part, extracting cash.
Oh shit, we got
To do
to the fun step.
This, we will start by A, arousing concern. Basically, you need to make him think that you're in danger and that the solution is for him to give you some money. Mai refers to this part as casting a spell on him.
You're a complete sociopath.
Don't interrupt.
To start, abruptly stop texting him for 2, 3, or even 4 days. He'll
Okay.
get worried about you and
Okay, so let me say this. So I'm on Snap. I had a bunch of motherfuckers in, right? I start texting them. Start, using my girlfriend AI to text them for me. All right, built like a meaningful relationship. Make them trust me, and then I have to pretend like I'm in danger, and that's how I get the money.
probably spam you with messages. Don't open them. Hold out. Once he's ready, find a time when you think he's home and ready to have a conversation. Say something
to
like,
talk. I
I'm
have to go to
sorry I
the
didn't
crib.
message you, but I was too embarrassed to tell you what I've been dealing with. I'm being chased by debt collectors.
don't elaborate. Make him ask for details and slowly trickle them out to him. Make sure you're ready with your story. Prepare all the specific details beforehand.
Example, I'm behind on rent.
He'll say, since when?
2 months ago.
Why haven't you paid?
The economy, medical bills,
The
whatever.
economy.
What happens if you
medical bill.
don't pay?
I could get evicted, or my parents might find out.
If you've done things correctly, you now have a trusting guy who's sympathetic to your financial troubles.
Look at this dude.
Now, is it time to ask him for money?
No.
Actually, Mai never directly asks for money. Instead,
What?
the next step is to mention solutions that don't really solve the problem. These are
So she don't even ask for money. They just give it to her. Y'all gotta
Things
do
like-
better.
I've been talking to
Talk
someone
to
who
y'all.
says he'll lend me the money, but he's connected to the Yakuza.
Y'all gotta do
obviously
better for
your
sure.
guy doesn't want you to get money from the Yakuza, but he's probably not ready to pay yet. So his first instinct will be to come up with all kinds of solutions that get him off the hook. Things like, have you considered speaking to a lawyer? Or have you asked your parents for help? He's like a worm trying to wriggle away. Anticipate these questions and be ready with answers. Things that make him feel bad, like,
Lawyer, I told you about this because I trust you. I don't want to tell somebody else about this.
or
Go to my parents.
a good
they
one.
hate me. I ran away from home, remember?
Oh damn, that's
at
another
this
good
point,
one.
if you've done everything right and he trusts you, he will offer
This,
to
this is gonna be all of us right here, all of us, and that's gonna be the money
pay
that we
your
scammed.
debt. Mai has a rule
It's not
where
even a
you have
scam,
to
bro.
refuse the first time.
They're just
but
giving you
eventually
money.
Give in and accept his money.
I
Success.
don't even think it's a scam.
But it's not
What
over
is that
yet.
lad?
The next part is crucial. You need to make him feel like a hero. Mai calls this part aftercare.
お金いただいた後はちゃんと盛大に文字のおかげで助かってありがとう
Thank you, you saved me.
伝えてあげるのがわけ。
That's
And she
aftercare.
stresses, seriously, look how many extra characters she added here for emphasis, that this aftercare is the most important step. You
Really?
need to make him feel like a white knight who saved the princess. Say things like,
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
You've given me a place to sleep tonight.
give him a breakdown of exactly how you spent the money. Hint at your bright
20
romantic future together and
20%
tell him
on
what
food and
horrible things
drinks.
might have happened if it wasn't for him.
If I hadn't met you,
Romantic future together and tell him what horrible... You need to make him feel like a white knight who saved the princess. Say things like,
thank you so much. You've given me a place to sleep tonight.
give him a
Hold up, 20% on food and drinks, 10% cute stuff I needed, and then host a club.
breakdown of exactly how you spent the money. Hint at your bright romantic future together and tell him what horrible things might have happened if it wasn't for him.
If I hadn't met you, I might be dead right now.
Or,
You saved my life. Please don't ever leave me.
you need to make sure that he feels warm and fuzzy about giving you the money. If you
What
skip
is
this step,
this
who
dude?
knows what could happen? But if you did it correctly, this sets you up in perfect position
And
to
the last time just
end
goes.
or repeat. If Mai
Goes.
thinks the guy doesn't have any more cash left, or if she's put him in too much debt already, she'll try to let the conversation die out and move on to the next guy. But most of the time, if you wait a few weeks or months, you can loop back to the start and try to get money from him all over again.
Okay,
Mai-
if you get scammed twice, okay, one is crazy, but twice, you deserve to get scammed. I'm being honest, you deserve to get scammed.
He says
If you're
most of
that
her targets
naive-
pay her more than once.
生きてるおじさん。
ほうほうほうほう。
ガインガインってなっちゃって、ワキがお休みとか、
Good night to me.
今
あとで電話してみる。あ、この人はもう2000万以上いただいてます。
135K. What?
マジで
はい。
She even has a guy who buys her the new iPhone every year. In her 4
Oh my god. So you basically telling me, bro, this girl is living the life of literally the life right there. Like she got multiple guys getting her stuff, giving her money, giving her an iPhone every year. What the heck?
year career, it's likely that Mai scammed over 2
2
million
million.
US dollars from desperate men. And she was proud of it too.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. If I managed to do that too, I'll be proud of that too. Like what? Like I wouldn't even feel bad because it's like it's your fault. Like legit, are you that dumb to give people money?
Mai didn't hide her lifestyle at all. She even brought 60K in cash to this
Damn.
interview.
She literally
The
flexing.
interviewer is a massive Japanese YouTuber, and the reason it happened at all is because she's a fan of his and was spamming him for attention. He asked really good questions, and she ended up looking pretty bad.
2億円を人からもらってるわけじゃないですか。それは収入としてちゃんとやってるの？
何の話ね。
確定申告的なやつだよ。
知らなかった。
お前脱税してるのそれ？まあやばくないマジで犯罪者なんだけどこの人。犯罪者だよ本
Always she's not paying.
当に。お前逮捕だよもう。
Always she's not paying taxes. You're gonna get arrested.
お前
Yes.
捕まえるからね。もう嘘つきでしょ。でしかも嘘つきを量産させてるよ。お前とんでもない嘘つきだよ。でもよくインタビュー出てくれたね逆に。
Afterwards, she threatened to go to the cops if he released it, but he released it anyways. Giga Chad. Why
He threatened to go to she threatened to go to the cops.
did Mai want to be in the public eye so badly? Perhaps she just
Okay, bro, it's so dumb because you legit have the bag, but you wanted to show it off. Like I don't get people. Like if you're doing something that you know is wrong, especially if you're not paying taxes, why would you want to show it online for everyone to see? Like you're asking to get in trouble. Like legit.
wanted attention. But there was another reason.
Just like all these rappers posting about guns, rapping about killing people. They legit want to get in trouble. They legit want to go to jail.
guide we went through earlier, she was selling it for $300 a pop, and business was booming.
どれくらい今まで購入者がいたの？何人ぐらい？ 2000人以上。まあ、皆さん買わないでください。
This was
She
the
even selling a guy how to scam people. And she scam. Oh my god.
beginning of the end for Mai. Remember when I mentioned that aftercare is the most important part? Another reason for this is because guys who feel scammed go to the cops. Unfortunately for Mai, some of her students must have skipped that chapter, specifically 19-year-old convenience store employee Ieda Miku, who, after buying Mai's guide, scammed around $100,000 out of 2 men by lying that she was going to be forced to appear in a certain kind of video if they didn't help her.
What?
After they paid her, she didn't do any aftercare. In fact, you could say she did negative aftercare. To both men, she sent a message, "Miku has been kidnapped," and blocked them.
What? That's like the dumbest ass. That's like the dumbest thing I ever heard. Legit. You literally, okay, so this person gave you money, right? They basically send you money because they care about you or something, right? Like you made them believe that they care about you, but they really don't because you're getting scammed. But because you're scamming them. But then you go on to tell them that you've been kidnapped. No wonder you got caught. They're obviously gonna go to the cops. Legit, if they sent you money, it's because they care about you. And if you're telling them that you're getting kidnapped, they're gonna actually go to the. I can't even put this into words, bro. This is how like pissed off I am.
And when 2 men bring such an absurd story to the Nagoya police within 1 month, they start to connect the dots. They quickly tracked down and arrested Miku, found the guide on her phone, and then arrested Mai for aiding and abetting. This put Mai's face on the news, which made quite a few of her past victims realize they were scammed and go to the
Damn.
cops. Because guys were finally coming forward, they were able to arrest Mai 2
Dumbasses,
more
bro.
times over the next couple months. One of the most interesting things they found after arresting her is that she never had any savings. She was essentially living paycheck to paycheck. Well, other people's paycheck to paycheck. Every month, she was spending all of the money she received. On what, you might ask?
Host clubs. Host clubs.
A host club is a place where women pay for the company of charming men. Hosts give them attention and entertain them with conversation and alcohol in a controlled social setting. Host clubs can be cheap if you go once in a while. The first visit is heavily discounted, but if you become a regular, they're really expensive. In Mai's case, she was a bit more than a regular.
これはホストクラブに
So she got scammed because she fell in love with a host.
使います。
She fell in love with a host, specifically this guy, and spent so much money at the club, the staff started calling her Mother Teresa. The only reason Mai started scamming was host clubs. Before host clubs, Mai was just a normal student with a part-time job. Host clubs made her want money, which is why she got into night work. That still didn't make enough, so she started scamming her clients. In the end, host clubs were her downfall. Even when she was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, she was living in capsule hotels, so she had more money to spend at the host club. On October 27th, Mai was in the news again, the fourth time in 2 months. But this time, it wasn't her being arrested, it was her host and his manager. They were arrested for knowingly receiving dirty money from Mai.
Oh, how did they find out you knew that she was scamming? Like if that, like you would, what? How did they even find out?
But how can they prove the hosts knew the money was dirty?
That's what I'm saying.
How about a text message found on Mai's phone from the
Oh my
host
God.
saying, "I'm
People just love getting caught.
your
Legit.
accomplice now. I'll be arrested with you."
This is so dumb, bro. And guess what? You did get arrested, fucking dumbass. Just for simping.
Speaking of this host guy, everyone's talking about this fish-shaped kettle of his. Apparently, he bought it for like $25 on Amazon and served Mai soft drinks in it. For this luxurious service, he charged her around $100,000.
Hey, he was scamming her. Like he was working. Nah, he was trying to get them pockets dry.
On November 3rd, Mai appeared in court. Her appearance had changed a lot, and she was wearing glasses. She pled guilty to both aiding the scams with the guide and the scams that she did herself. The only new information we learned during the trial is that she has a husband who's Vietnamese.
What?
She hasn't been sentenced yet, and there's another trial coming in December.
よろしくあるとしたら、コメント欄どうなりますか？使われるの使うなら。
いや、わかんない。それはリリちゃん可愛いになってるかもしれないよ。
気にならない。
確かに。
You know, I've actually worked at a host club. I made a bonus video where I tell that story and talk a bit about the channel and why the videos take
No,
so
you
long.
didn't, bro.
It's free on my Patreon. You don't have to sign.
You did not work for a host club, bro. You're just chatting now. Damn. I guess you know. I guess we learned a thing today. To scam. Deadass, just scam. If you were behind rent, whatever, just scam. Legit. No, I'm playing. Don't do that. Don't actually work for your money. But if you do scam, I'm not gonna judge, you know. I mean, shit. That's low-key the gig. Alright, I'll catch y'all.